Hey Prue, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Good to have you on the podcast for once. I know you've been dreading this moment, but we're glad to finally have you on here.
Woo.
On today's topic, we're going to sort of dig into our event side that we do over here at Grow Life. So if people have watched our Instagram stories or reels, they would have seen us how we go into big events and we drop off our plants and pots. We put them around arenas or just event spaces to really help brighten up and bring a bit of a lush feel to the area. Recently, we did a few events which you were on board for.
Yep.
So we had the PGA.
Tennis.
Yes.
Yep.
And then the tennis as well, which was... The PGA is the golf.
Yeah, right.
So we had a few events that you were a part of. So we're starting off when you first joined the team. We had the PGA over at the Brisbane Royal there, which was a fun experience for you.
That was. It was good.
And then recently we've just had the tennis as well over at Pat Rafter Arena, which was definitely had its ups and downs.
It was hot.
It was hot or pouring down rain.
Yes.
So just let's dig into that. How did you find those events? Being obviously just joining the team, how was it for you to sort of be a part of those?
It was really fun. I mean, a good experience.
It's definitely a different experience to sort of be around those stadiums and arenas when it's actually like while they're setting up. It brings such a different feel, and to watch the before and after when there's no plants to plants it's just amazing to see what we can do with a space when you just add a little bit of greenery.
Yeah, it adds a nice pop of colour.
It does. And I think just watching those spaces is just, when they turn, they just work. And when the plants aren't there, it just always seems like they're missing something. And that's why events are just so good. So we've got an upcoming festival coming up, Laneway Festival down at the showgrounds. Do you want to give a little insight to the viewers what it looks like for us on an install day?
Yeah, so we get there. A few of us will arrive in our vans or the truck. We'll go around to all the different stations, whether it be like eating areas or like VIP sections, put the plants out, decorate them into or position them into the spots that they want to be, that we want to put them in. We'll position the plants into, the spots we want to put them, and that's it.
It just sort of, I find with those, especially events at the showground, a lot of the trailers, they're sort of tucked away in sort of the large entertainment areas there, and it's quite dull and it's a lot of concrete. And I think just with the plants, it just sort of minimises that concrete feel a little bit and just brings that nice lush greenery to it. You've definitely been to your fair share of festivals though, haven't you, Prue?
A few.
A few?
Yes.
Any recent ones?
No, not recently.
No?
No.
You didn't go to the one over New Year's?
No.
No?
I didn't.
You didn't want to go see Rufus?
No. I did, but I didn't go.
Oh, how disappointing.
But yeah, no.
Have you been to any like big names before?
Probably. I can't think, mate. Even if I went to a festival, I definitely wasn't looking at the plants.
You're not meant to say that, Prue. You're meant to be telling people how good the plants are. But no, so we've also got a concert coming up for Pink. So she's playing up in Brisbane and Gold Coast, and then also back to Brisbane a bit later, and then also up in Townsville.
Yeah.
We really get around over here at Grow Life with just sort of all different jobs all over the place. And have you sort of enjoyed much of the travel up and down the coast? Because you've definitely done a little bit here and there, haven't you?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it breaks up the day, especially doing like events like that. It's something different to like your normal working day. So it's something completely different. It's more of a, I guess, relaxed, not as rushed. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So on a day-to-day for you, Prue, what does your week sort of look like throughout?
Yeah, so I go to like different offices, water plants and like, trim them back and all of that at each location, drive to the next, or if there's a few locations around or a few offices or lobbies, I'll, go in that one space, be in that one space.
So with your servicing, have you found any sort of struggles or challenges when it comes to getting access to jobs or bits and pieces like that? Would you like to step us through sort of a few of the challenges that you might come across on a day-to-day as well?
I don't know. What would be a challenge? I guess like finding lock boxes.
Those clients definitely like to hide the occasional one, don't they? Or give you the wrong code. That's always fun.
I don't know.
I would say trying to just find a park in the city as well can also be a bit of a pain.
Yes.
Like there's definitely
doing loops
around the city. There's a lot of people sort of wanting that one park, and you sort of everything's got to sort of just line up for you to get that park for that one job. So you're not walking K's and blocks to just try and water a lobby of 5 or 6 plants.
Yeah. When you find that park, you've got to indicate and take it.
It's definitely gets the heart rushing a little bit trying to drive around
and
the
then
city.
trying to reverse parallel park into it.
Can't
Stressful.
relate. Can't relate.
Yeah, you get to sit in the office all the time now.
But no, definitely over the last still a little bit, the weather's definitely come into play as well.
It's been nice and hot.
I know over these events it's been a little bit toasty.
Yes.
Would you like to sort of tell us about that, Prue, of sort of the install of the tennis and the golf? And
yeah, well, the tennis was really hot. Packing up from the golf, it was raining. I think packing up from the tennis, it was raining. It just always seems to be raining or super hot when we're doing these events. So that's not great.
No,
not fun.
It's not really a vibe when you're sort of dripping in sweat.
Yeah.
And then you think you're going to
wet from the rain.
And then you think you're going to cool down from the rain, but all it does is just add
makes it hotter.
Makes it hotter. The humidity picks up, especially around Pat Rafters. I find it doesn't really get much of a breeze.
No, it's quite warm there.
Even though the river's quite close, there's a few sort of apartment blocks that seem to block the breeze. But I think I was having a chat to someone around Christmas, and we were talking about doing the install around the tennis, and they actually used to be an electrician a few years ago before the state. Well, it was more than a few years ago, back when the stadium wasn't really there, and there's a big power plant next to it, and they were even saying then of just how hot that area used to be, and that would have been 20, 30 years ago.
Oh, wow. Is the power plant still there?
Yeah, it's sort of tucked. It's like near the train station, pushed to the side, but it's just funny that like it's the same thing there now.
Just a hot area.
It's just a hot box.
It's its own little climate.
But no, even though it was really good to get in there, it definitely was quite warm around the tennis install.
Yes.
Definitely in the city now with the humidity picking up with all the rain we've had, we've definitely found a lot more bugs have picked up.
Yeah.
It normally seems to happen around sort of these warmer climates. You get a few more bugs popping up in the offices because the aircon's getting turned around. And, have you found any struggles with bugs in your office of your service jobs that you maintain?
A few of them have bugs, but I just, applying the Spectrum and like plant sprays that we use, just trying to wipe as many of them off as you can, and then being careful not to overwater the plant, because if the plant's not happy, then obviously that attracts more bugs. They like to breed on an unhealthy plant. Yeah.
Is there any other tips that you could give people to sort of help minimize the bugs on their indoor plants in their home or offices?
Yeah, so just ensuring that you're not keeping the plant wet, or like not giving your plant too much love, not overwatering it. As well, giving it a wipe over on the leaves just to help clear any bugs away. Making sure your plant's healthy.
I think also just when it comes down to wiping the plants down as well, that, you sort of, that one rag that you're wiping down bugs, you're not going around wiping all your other plants with that.
Yes, make sure you're using a clean rag.
Because bugs definitely like to transfer between a rag, especially when you've got a nice JC or a Strelitzia and you're wiping down the both with a dirty rag, and the Strelitzia has bugs. There's a very high chance that those bugs are going to jump across, and now you're going to have 2 infested plants in your office.
Yes. It's always handy to have one cloth, which is clean, one cloth for bugs.
Well, that's right. Exactly. And I think, what were you telling me earlier today, that you've got a little system going on in your service bag now?
Yeah, so my clean cloths sit on the outside of the service bag, and the dirty ones or the buggy ones sit in the middle, because that's where I put all my, leaves and anything that's really infested with bugs, chop them off and put them into the service bag. So obviously those clean cloths aren't getting bugs on them. Perfect. Win-win.
Easy system, but very
Exactly.
effective, isn't
Took
it?
a while for me to get it. We got there.
But no, it's just a bit of a learning thing. So you've been a part of the team for about just over 3 months now.
Yeah.
Have you been enjoying it so far?
Yeah, it's good fun.
Good fun?
Yeah.
Have you definitely got your fair share of clippings of pothos and
Yeah,
propagate?
always pothos.
Pothos just sort of loves those indoor
Yeah.
areas, and they just sort
They
of.
just grow like crazy.
It's a good problem to have, though.
Exactly.
It's better them growing than not growing at all.
Yeah.
But yes, off the top of your head, do you really have any sort of favorite plants that you've got around your house that you love growing?
Probably the pothos because they're so easy.
Yeah.
Easy to look after. You don't really have to do much. I can forget about them for a little while. Or like my Rhiphidophora, that's my favorite. It's pretty.
Nice. So
It's
I
nice to
think
be.
you were saying earlier that you've got a bit of a greenhouse at home. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you love sort of in your free time, it doesn't just stay at work. You love sort of going out and replanting and propagating stuff at home as well.
Yeah.
Do you have anything special growing at home at the moment other than the pothos?
So I was going to say some of my pothos cuttings. I've got, what do I have? I've got a lot of like spider plants just
Nice.
because they're really easy once they get like, they overflow and like drape down and you can cut off the little baby ones.
The little pups.
Yeah, the little pups. Okay, so you can cut off the little pups, plant them, just put them into soil and they'll just take off and then eventually they'll start getting their own pups
Yeah.
in time.
How nice.
Yeah. I've got snake plants at home that I grow in the garden and then just divide up and they just keep sprouting. So that's good.
Is there any plants you would avoid that you're not a massive fan of?
I'm not a fan of alocasias just because I know they get bugs and I don't want to deal with that. So
No, that's very fair.
they're a no from me.
Anything else that you sort of seem to struggle with or not the massive fan of, not a fan of the look of?
JCs.
Now, why is that? They're a perfect indoor plant, Prue.
I just think they're ugly. I don't know.
But they're so easy. They just last in those beautiful low lights.
Yeah. They're easy to look after. They're great for offices. I just don't like them in my home.
Much prefer the pothos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we've got a very exciting year. So especially event-wise. So like we discussed earlier, we've got the Pink concerts coming up. So there'll be a few installs. And then we've also got the Magic Round for the NRL coming up. We've got a few stands organised and a few plants to be dropped around the Suncorp as well. So we definitely got a lot coming into the end of the year, and I really look forward to sharing this with our viewers and people that are interested and just sort of show them a bit more that what we do over here at Grow Life. And yeah, so if you want to check out more, just keep watching these and stay in touch, and there's definitely a lot more to come.